What brought you into trading?
The most cliche reason, that is money.
Yeah.
So at first, obviously, I didn't start from trading. I started doing businesses from fishing.
Yeah.
I did MLMs, network marketing,
Yeah.
but all those failed.
Yeah.
So after some time, I came to realize the kind of business that I would want to get is something associated with financial advisory. So I really wanted to be a financial advisor since when I was in A level.
Interesting.
Yes.
It sounds that like you're still fishing, but in the financial markets. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Bullish Banter podcast. I'm your host Rufas Kamau, and today I'm joined with by Brever. Hello Brever.
Hello Rufus.
Yes. Kindly do a quick introduction of yourself.
Okay, so my name is Brever Ovin.
Yeah.
I'm a certified investment advisor, but also been a full-time trader for 7 years now. I could say 3 years consistent.
Yeah.
The other 4 years I didn't really understand what I was doing. So yeah, that's about it.
Awesome. Thank you for taking your time to join us today. So to our listeners, we are shooting these in our office at Dar es Salaam. We just launched this office, and we have free education coming up from Monday to Friday, run by Prudence Macmillan. And for today's session, we'll be trying to understand the experience of a trader within Dar es Salaam. And within this session, hopefully you'll be able to learn some insights. So, what brought you into trading?
The most cliche reason, that is money.
Yeah.
So at first, obviously, I didn't start from trading. I started doing businesses from fishing.
Yeah.
I did MLMs, network marketing,
Yeah.
but all those failed.
Yeah.
So after some time, I came to realize the kind of business that I would want to get is something associated with financial advisory. So I really wanted to be a financial advisor since when I was in A level.
Interesting.
Yes.
It sounds that like you're still fishing, but in the financial markets now.
Yeah, that's a good one. Definitely.
Yeah. So when you started trading, what was the process? Did you just find a person teaching, or did you find it online? Bring out the process of how you actually got into it.
Okay, so first I saw a friend of mine doing IQ options.
Yeah.
While doing IQ options, we came to see forex trading.
Yeah.
Okay. From there, I will just take the story real quickly.
Yeah.
From there, we started now looking for who actually knows how to trade these currency markets.
Yeah.
We came across a company in South Africa. Those days it was called Go Forex. So we went there in South Africa. That was when I was in my first year in university.
Yeah.
But I got to know about trading during the first quarter of the first year.
Yeah.
And then around mid, that is when I got really stuck into it.
Yeah.
So we went to South Africa and we started learning.
Yeah.
But obviously we learned about moving averages, the RSIs. So when I came back, all I knew was just wait for moving averages to cross over.
You went to South Africa to learn how to trade?
Yes.
Hey.
Yeah, I was really serious about
Yes.
it. Really serious about it. Because before going there, I found out about baby pips.
Yes.
Those days, there were not a lot of people trading, in 2016.
Yeah.
So I found about baby pips. I really got stuck into reading that.
Yeah.
So the interest was rapidly growing each and every day.
Did you get to the postgraduate level?
Yes,
remember,
I finished
baby
it.
pips used to have kindergarten, you get to
graduate, and I did. I finished the entire thing.
Yeah.
So from there, I was like, okay, I really want to really get to know how to trade.
Yeah.
And sadly or fortunately or unfortunately, I then had to go to South Africa.
Yeah.
From South Africa, I can say that I did get something from there. I don't want to be that kind of guy who would say I didn't get anything.
Yeah.
I got something, but not exactly what I wanted.
Yeah.
So the kind of thing that I got there is the inspiration.
Yeah.
That, okay, even though I don't know these guys are making money from demo profits or real profits, the only thing that I saw was these guys were driving like super nice cars.
Yeah.
So yeah, from there I was like, okay, I just need to grind on this.
Yeah.
I don't want to put a time,
Yeah.
maybe 5. I didn't want to give myself any sort of years in terms of numbers.
Yeah.
So from there, it's been history.
Interesting. I'm still processing that. Going to South Africa to learn how to trade. Would you say the 2024 beginner trader is willing to go that far? Maybe travel to a different country to learn to trade, or even just complete maybe a simple baby pips course that's quite lengthy?
Not definitely, because I mean times have changed, right? Consumer behavior is another factor that would definitely change how these guys would want to go about their dreams. But also information is out there.
Yeah.
You know, those days we literally couldn't find anyone who was trading at that time. So I had to go to South Africa, find a scheme that would take me there. But these days, not most would want to dig out proper information, and most would definitely want to rush out into reaching the top. I guess because a lot of people are on Instagram showing that they have reached the top, even though possibly it's not the case. So that's my view on that.
I think there has been a lot of deceptive marketing. If you've been in the market for 7 years, I've been in the market for 11 years. We both know that forex trading is a career and it requires you put in a lot of work before you even break even and you start making something for yourself. So definitely, I think
couple of hard years before breaking even. There
is a lot more work to do, and I think that's one of the reasons we are opening this office here in Dar es Salaam to try and provide this education and actually build from the ground up, rather than trying to jump from one step and the next point.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good initiative, definitely.
Yeah. So, what would you say the key challenges in the industry here in Tanzania?
In Tanzania specifically, I guess with my presence in the market for quite some time, I know the issue is obviously trying to get money first before truly understanding the business, but also deceptive marketing. Yes, deceptive marketing. A lot of people would get into trading. They get that first quarter grace period, where they get profits. And from there, they want to open an institute teaching people so that they can definitely get money from the student fees. So that has caused a spiral effect on the information that comes in. If I should just give you a perspective of how the information gap here is huge. The number of investors in Tanzania, when we talk about DSE, there are 250,000, are among 66 million people. So that's a 0.3%, you can imagine, of people who actually sort of understand these capital markets, later on even forex trading. So there's a huge gap, and that gap is not being filled with the right people and the right information.
Well, what I would say, in Kenya, we had a similar problem some time back. But what I would say is that within the last 5 years, the amount of work that us educators, analysts, and brokerage firms have done, we have almost completely removed some of these scams, misconceptions about forex. And with the help of the Capital Markets Authority of Kenya, the regulator, we have been able to help the industry mature through financial literacy. So we do this through podcasts like Financial Literacy Podcast, Bullish Banter Podcast, among other physical events and so on.
To add up on that, you said about the capital markets, with the capital markets help. Yes, so even here, I believe it will definitely go the same way, or it should, I can say, have the same effect. The capital markets here is actually helping, but the Tanzanians' mentality or the way of living that we have sort of affects bringing in this kind of new sort of way of making money, which is not actually new. It's been there for ages. So for here, people are used with the physical businesses, real estate. When now you're telling them you can make money online just on simply using these exchanges, it doesn't make sense to them. So with the capital markets help, I believe would definitely reach a huge number in terms of changing. But also the limitation that comes from that is our capital markets are still growing.
Yes.
Yeah. For now, we had a development in 2022 where now investors can invest in EAC and SADC markets.
Yeah.
For UK in 2018 or 17, it was global, right?
Yes.
So until we reach into that global scene, now we can have, proper brokers like yourself to get in rapidly and actually help with the squeezing that information gap.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting. Your reputation precedes you. What's the name of your firm and what are you doing?
All right. So the name is Black Concept, but I can use this chance to say that we have changed our name because of the step where we're headed to. Now it's called Tanzania School of Investments.
Yes.
We've been in the market since 2018. Went into registration 2020, and our sole vision is to educate 3.3 million Tanzanians by 2030.
Interesting.
Yes, that's 5% of Tanzania. So on my side, if I reach that number, I'll be like, okay, my work is done now, I can go into investment banking or whatever.
So what's the latest milestone that you have hit?
The latest milestone in terms of, because we're providing actually 3 services. We have 3 businesses. One is the educational part, where we provide a full year course, but also the conventional subscription service. The second business is portfolio structuring advisory. So we help a client to structure their portfolio because of the expertise that is available. The other business is corporate advisory, where we advise institutes like these institutes that get in, who tend to teach, provide education in currency trading. So we advise them in terms of the quality of information they need to give, as well as help them all the way to even having these broker conversations, so that we can have a proper calm environment. And it is our initiative of trying to sweep off all the other fake gurus and whatnot.
I think one of the top things that have made FXPesa the biggest is basically being hands-on, like investing directly in our clients. So we don't just bring up a really good product and then leave you to it, to whether you deposit money, you lose money, we don't care. No, we put in trying to make sure that before you even execute your first trade, you know what you're doing. So we invest that way, and so far we have seen so much success, and that's why we are replicating this same methodology in Dar es Salaam.
That's really nice, and I can affirm to that because I've known FXPesa for quite some time. I've known your team personally, a lot of them personally for quite some time. They're my friends, and I can say that you've definitely been here for the long-term view. So that is why, in some way or form, I've had a very close relationship, as I said, personally with some of your team members because of that mindset. Same thing resonates with our company's or our firm's mindset, to have that long-term view. Until now, we have 253 students that we have taught, like close mentoring. To me, it is a huge number. But if you look at the time that we've been in the market, someone could definitely say maybe it's a small number. So we tend to look out for quality more than simply rushing on into quantities. So that everyone at the end of the day, we know this spiral effect. If we teach you well, you reach a point, you're trading 3 years, you decide now to open your own institute because that's the mindset. I mean, you simply have to be in the game to play the game, right? So if you open your institute, at least we know that you're opening an institute the right knowledge. So that's how we have approached it on our end.
Well, I like the discipline and commitment, which we both know is a key to success in trading. I have seen it across different markets, especially Kenya and South Africa, where we have these so-called mentors who will take you through a 6 weeks, 8 weeks course. And as soon as they get your money, they don't want you. They want to enroll the next group and the next and the next and make as much money as they can without being really invested in your long-term success. So having this conversation about a student who goes through your course for a whole year, that's quite eye-opening. And I think Kenyan listeners will really appreciate this kind of insight to understand that the industry is an investment, something that you learn quickly and then you start making money.
Definitely, if I can also add there in terms of the whole year issue. Yeah. I even joke about those 2 weeks, 1 month, 3 months sort of courses because it definitely doesn't make sense to me. You have the concept of economic cycles, right?
Yes.
Typically in a year or in a quarter, these cycles do change.
Yes.
And when these economic cycles change, you remember you've simply told this guy to trade in a possibly a specific economic cycle without you even knowing you're teaching him to trade in a specific economic cycle.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, this guy makes money within the first 2-3 months. 3 months, that's a very small portion of them.
Yeah.
You make money and from there it's like blank.
Yeah.
You haven't been taught anything, right?
Yeah.
Because of the concept of economic cycle. So these guys start now changing the strategies. They move from one strategy to another to another.
Yeah.
But if you have someone for the entire year, we know that you're going to pass through these economic cycles together. So that you don't change the strategy, you simply change your approach.
Yes.
Okay? So at the end of the day, a person becomes competent in different economic cycles. And remember, identifying these economic cycles, it's not like an email is sent to you like, hey, we're now changing, right?
Going from winter to
So it's the experience. You know now that you're at the peak, you are now moving to a retracement, into a recession or into a recovery stage. So those are that's sort of the mentality as to why we help you to understand why you need to have a fully close mentorship with an instructor or whatnot.
Yeah. Interesting. So personally, I'm more of a Bitcoin person. Okay. So over the long term, I find myself putting even some more and more.
Bitcoin itself or the ETFs?
Itself, not ETF. No, just buy and hold. Yeah. So far, I think it has been performing really well.
Yeah. Do you think we're already in the bull run or not yet?
We're already in the bull run. We started the bull run late December last year. We had some good performance in January and some part of February. And from February up to October, we have been stuck in this 7-month range. Basically, Bitcoin was just not moving anywhere. From 70 goes back to 58, 50, back up, and we've been sitting there for 7 months. And then the breakout just happened last week.
Do you think the breakout, what's your take on, because I definitely want to hear this. What's your take on the ETFs, like the BlackRock ETFs, the Fidelity ones?
Well, I tend to think about it this way. There is a limited supply of Bitcoins, and then we are seeing these ETFs coming up and scooping up more and more supply, and they are not selling. So at some point, it's going to create some level of scarcity, and that, of course, is about to squeeze prices.
Definitely, that's. I mean, these guys are the ones with the world, so that was a good move. Because I know crypto. If I'm to advise, if for an investor, investor standpoint, obviously shy away from crypto. From an personal standpoint, crypto is definitely the future. So with such huge companies, investment banks like BlackRock and Fidelity, Vanguard, having these ETFs, it's a huge advantage for Bitcoin. And Bitcoin, definitely, if Bitcoin is in the bull run, very soon we're going to start hearing about altcoins going into the bull run and whatnot.
You see, all these banks, they're not buying altcoins, they're just buying Bitcoin.
Bitcoin, yes.
So about that, what's the rate of adoption here? Like, what's the distribution of traders in terms of the ones trading forex and commodities?
Or this market, bro. Because maybe now you can find that the distribution is more on the forex side. And then when, let's say, a broker who is really good with marketing comes with derivatives like the volatilities and whatnot, the market goes into volatilities. I don't know, boom, crash, and boom. I've heard about those.
Big 75.
Big 75, right? So we can't definitely put a clear picture in terms of division. Yes, and the information gap is huge. Not only on those that know, even on those that don't know. Even those that know don't really understand what they're dealing with. Well, so you can't put a clear picture on that.
No, I think I agree with you now. Anytime I hear a trader saying they're trading VIX 75, boom and bust, I know that if you're really focusing on these unregulated indices, then there's a good chance that there's a huge information gap in your market.
Yeah.
So it makes sense now.
Yes, and there's a huge number of those guys that are trading the indices like those. Yeah.
So have you been doing any form of media, social media?
I'm not really much on that, but I mean, it's the world. So part of playing the game, you definitely have to have a social media presence, whether you like it or not. So we do have I have my own personal Instagram page, which is Brever Ovin. If you search Brever Ovin, you get there, sir.Brever Ovin. And our Instagram page is Black Concept Group. So those are really the two pages that we have. I have a YouTube channel, which is called Brever Ovin also. Brever Ovin. So if you search there, you get very nice nuggets on introductory to trading. I will also put, I'm looking to upload another video to give a holistic view of the finance industry in general, so that you know the kind of industry you're getting in. Not to have, I really don't dig on the mindset of forex trading. Even someone having, let's say, Rufas FX, to me just gives me an ick. So I want someone to have a holistic view to understand that investing or investment assets, it's not only currencies, there are commodities, indices, stocks, and whatnot.
Generally, at FX Pesa, we have like a widespread range of asset classes that you can trade. So we have currencies, we have indices, we have stocks. These are foreign stocks from New York Stock Exchange, the Nasdaq, the London Stock Exchange, and other European indices. For stock market benchmark indices, we have indices for Asia, Europe, the US, and on top of that, we have access to ETFs. So you're able to trade all these ETFs. We have agricultural futures. So all these products are available on the platform. So it basically accommodates a wide range of traders. So it's upon you to do your research, and once you learn, this is what I'm comfortable investing in, whether it's a slow trending market, quiet market, then you can find the product right there and work. Yes. So we try to accommodate everyone. So once you understand what you want, then we bring it right to your smartphone.
That's nice. That's nice, So, I mean, obviously, even to me, the kind of brokers that I advise our clients, when we talk about the students and the HNIs, definitely brokers such as FX Pesa, because we want them to have that kind of environment where they can diversify their portfolios well using one platform. So, I mean, what you said is really crucial when it comes to advising someone on which broker to use.
So, do you have any questions for me or regarding FX Pesa?
I feel like I know FX Pesa a lot. Maybe you ask me questions so that I can answer in terms of maybe differentiating it with different brokers and my experience with it. Sort of things of the like. But maybe I can also add on when you talked about the kind of asset classes that you have. So you remember I said the kind of the business that we have. One of it is our secondary business is portfolio structuring advice or advisory. Meaning you come to us because of the expertise. We help to structure your portfolio. So we do not handle someone's money. So at the end of the day, you've passed through our knowledge, or possibly you've passed through our course. Let me just give a quick overview of why we came up with that service. So while we're providing education, we came to find out not all our students are youth. We have business guys in there, we have retirees. So when they come in there, they come with the interest of returns, right? But the experience plays a huge part when it comes to actually reaping those returns.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, we came to form that service where we help to structure your portfolio in a way that it is safe, but you're also getting a targeted return. So averaging around even up to 30% per year with proper adjustment or restructuring of the portfolio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that would be a hard sell for Gen Zs.
Because 30% is per day, right?
30%
definitely.
per day.
Definitely. A lot of these guys aim to make 200% a month.
No.
Yes. 30% a year is a tough job, trust me.
Yeah.
Tough job.
Yeah. All right. I really appreciate having you in this podcast. And we would like to have you again on a different episode where we go deeper into investing, different portfolios, different ideas about portfolios, and hopefully we create more insights for our listeners.
Definitely, this was fun, and I'm looking forward to that.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to that.
We appreciate you. So to our listeners, thank you for taking your time to listen this far. So make sure to leave a comment, like and subscribe. And of course, if you have any questions relating to this particular episode, we would really appreciate your feedback. Thank you.